time in our settlement.
You can get your ingredients.
Come, trade.
Hope they don't mind me wrenching that door off.
You do that everywhere you go?
Say,
Well, I guess we can use it for storage. That doesn't make you eligible for a discount.
Fakata, be ready. It's time for us to prepare the chef's special.
How did you know I had your ingredients?
Every cook worth their salt can read people as well as they can cuts of meat. Fakata, let us work our magic. May the courage of your stomach bring you victory in battle. We'll be here whenever you desire more delicacies. And your next meal will be on the house.
That's
So,
one.
Hakata,
All right. If that Nora will risk the chef's special, I will try it. But if that slime sickens me,
it's your whining that turns stomachs around here, Hakata. But this meal will put that right. You'll be eating your way to victory. Pick
Those
your
meals could
meal,
be a real-
Ward. We're here when you're hungry.
The black box signal is coming from inside the shop.
And shut down engines 1 and 2. You gonna pass me that bottle?
You really think these soldiers can hold back those combat machines?
Well, this was always gonna be a one-way trip, so I guess they're gonna have to. To enduring victory?
To Zero Dawn, whatever the hell it is.
Oh, well, any chance it's an ice machine? This drink's warm.
I guess everyone found their own way to deal with the end.
Your courage serves you well.
My focus has detected another flight recorder.
I hear she's stopped.
Come on then!
Honor the
No one's up for a
another
game of
hunting
strike?
grounds record has been broken. I'm impressed.
Got my boards ready to go.
Lou! Hustle never stands.
Let's start. Oh, that's my cue. It's all you. And there it goes. This isn't looking good. Your time to shine, friend. My turn. Your turn. Time for me to step up. What'll it be? Well, looks like my strategy backfired. Okay, I can do this. You've left me with just one machine. Impressive. Looks like we have a winner. Ah, that was fun. Time to get started. Gotta think this through. I'm done. Kinda wish I'd thought that through. Let's get that piece out of there. Gotta think this through. It's all you. Time for me to step up. What'll it be? Here I thought I had it all worked out, and then you go on and do that. Off the board you go, buddy. Okay, I can do this. Your return. Guess my strategy isn't working out too well, is it? My turn. Your time to shine, friend. Oh, that's my cue. I don't like where this is going. You won. Guess I still have a lot to learn. Good luck. I'm done. Oh, that's my cue. What'll it be? Machine down! Your turn. Nice move. Guess I'll have to come up with another plan. One down. That was the last of my boards. You beat me on all of them. And this is your just reward. I'll be here if you feel like playing some more.
Leave yourself to Koalas are common enemy.
Looking for a real challenge? Play Machine Strike against me.
It is good to see you again, Aloy. I see you have recovered Demeter.
There. Let's see what we got.
An excellent choice. With the acquisition of Ether, Poseidon, and Demeter, my heuristic processing density has expanded greatly. I should now be able to absorb Hephaestus, and fortunately, we have made progress on a plan to capture it. With Varl's encouragement, Beta analyzed all available information on Hephaestus. Its expansion has been rampant. It is too large to be beamcast, and the kernel you've been using could never hold it. Therefore, it must be contained in a location with a direct physical connection to me. A place with 2 data cores.
2 cores. Where would we find a place like that?
Gemini,
abandoned cauldron in the desert west of here. Seismic activity disrupted the original construction. 2 data cores were built as a result.
I know that place. It's near the Desert Clan's capital. We'll have to bring you there by hand.
I have devised a blueprint for a suitable, albeit unwieldy, transport rig. It will require 2 people to carry it to Gemini.
I can help.
Once I am installed on the first core, I will call down Hephaestus on the other, trapping it. I will then initiate the merge. However, in order to construct the rig, I will need considerable help.
Can you build it? I suppose I could, but it's not gonna work. The Zeniths will find you. Minerva won't be able to conceal your location.
That is correct. Absorbing Hephaestus will create a significant power surge, easily detected by anyone capable of noticing.
But what if there were multiple power surges? To fake out the Zeniths? If Erend, Zoe, and Katalo spread out to the other cauldrons and create their own surges, would those conceal the one at Gemini?
Analyzing. Such a tactic might be effective. With Beta's help, we should be able to build a set of handheld pulse generators.
I told you it's not gonna work. I did a test. Hephaestus has written Alpha clearance out of its access module. You'll never be able to capture it. Then we need a higher level of clearance. There is no higher... Ted Pharaoh's mega clearance. The one he used to purge the Apollo database and kill the Alphas. But to get it, you would have to find Thebes. The private bunker he retreated to when the world ended, and nobody knows where that is, not even the Zeniths. Their only intel was that it was somewhere in San Francisco. That might be all I need. Alva, the Quen diviner I met, said her people had set up a base at Landfall. They were searching for data in San Francisco from there. She might be able to help. So I guess I'm headed all the way west. While I'm gone, will you be able to build the rig and the pulse generators? I'll try.
I'll make sure she has what she needs.
Alva said the Quen have a ferry on the coast that they use to get to the ruins of San Francisco. That's where I need to go.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock an additional room near the servers.
Understood.
Error. Drone offline.
Hi, Gaia.
Hello, Beta.
Beta's convinced we won't be able to capture Hephaestus. With that attitude, do you really think she'll be able to build the rig and pulse generator?
It may take some coaxing, but with some assistance I am...
I don't get her, Gaia. She's nothing like what I thought. I guess it'll be best if she stays here when we go to... So there's a few people here now, and they're learning. All about you, the ancient, almost like what was supposed to happen.
Yes. There is still much that can be gleaned from the data. For instance, vault entries from those who perished. Hearing their hopes and fears made him quite soft.
Anything I should be worried?
I do not believe... I have elected not to intervene.
All this data I've picked up in ancient bunkers and ruins. I guess I never really thought that other...
Based on my observations, your companions engage quite... Erend, he appears perplexed by the tradition, as it conflicts with the Oseram tradition of serving sparkling stout. He also suggested we host
yeah, no thanks.
That is what
Is Katalo getting along with it?
Yes, though he prefers to spend most of the time. He appears to be collating data on War Machine and significant battles during the Pharaoh Plague to aid in the creation of a war map of Operation Enduring Victory. I believe he aims to study the tactic.
I'd be interested.
It appears to be. He has
So now that you have Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon, how's the biosphere looking?
In the local region, conditions have improved. Superstorms have subsided. Water sources and soil conditions remediated. These improvements will stave off environmental for a few
Well, with luck, then you'll be able to fix the biosphere for good, right?
Correct. I will be able to design and produce robotic agents to permanently reverse.
So our plan to capture Hephaestus. Let's go over it again.
As you wish. We now know that Hephaestus will not respond to your Alpha, which is why you will need to procure Ted
Right. From his...
While you work, I will assist Beta in building the transport rig and pulse. When we get to Gemini, I will need to be installed on one of... The second core is for Hephaestus.
And then you'll be able to...
Not quite. You will need to
How long?
There are calculations.
And during that, the others will create a distraction for us using the pulse gen...
Correct. They will eat... The energy surge should mask our act.
And then we'll have a... See you later.
Until next...
Got a minute?
As many as you...
I have to travel beyond the...
To the ruins.
Yes. And I'm looking for a tribe. The Quen. They said they came from across... I was hoping that to not...
There were rumors of trespassers in the area, but Hikaru sent out a patrol or two, but... We've had more pressing concerns, as you know.
It's okay.
There is something. It's...
Anything interesting?
I found an acceptable place to practice.
Oh.
Outside, above the base. There's
Ever thought of sparring with something
that would defeat...
Found anything interesting?
Gaia told me where to find data on how wars were waged. I knew the Ten fought against machines, much as we do now, but it seems they were among the later machines battled as they vied for lands and spoils. At least the Tenakth have the courage to put their lives on the line when conflicts arise.
There is nobility in that.
Yes, of course.
What have you been up to?
Varl has asked to learn the differences between my peoples, so I've been teaching him to not. It is heavy with, but also with honorable deeds. Maybe you'd like to hear about it as well.
I'd be honored. Anything else you've been looking?
Gaia showed me the... I am no chaplain, but I'd be curious to tell...
What is it?
The old ones believed one could hear the great waters, even in the middle of the desert. If you carried the carcass of a water animal, they called them seashells.
That sounds... What do Tenakth do to relax? You know, to...
We play strike. Your Oseram friend, although he has yet to... It helps one think strategically.
Somehow... You said there was something...
She mentioned that the Zeniths bind metal with flesh. I was wondering if you'd help me do the same.
You want to make yourself a new arm?
Yes. Gaia insists she can help me build such a thing if I can get the necessary data, and she believes these things lie in the place where...
They're ancient.
I am not as familiar with old...
It might be dangerous. We were lucky to get out of...
I see.
It sounds like this...
By the 10.
I should get going.
Should you need...
I know who to call. I'll call you when I'm near the Z. We'll get what you need.
Thank you.
Aloy, I hear you're going further west past the Tenakth.
Do you know anything about...
Only hearsay. The Utaru tell story. They call it the Isle of Spires. It is said the Old Ones built towers so they could live far away from the earth that bore them. As if they didn't want to be reminded that they'd one day return to it.
Sounds like something Ted Faro would do. How much have you read on Ted Faro?
Enough to wonder how a man who worked so hard to heal the world once could let greed and pride condemn it so easily. For one spirit to diminish in such a way, I'm not...
It looked like you were working on...
With Gaia now growing in strength, even if some people think I should give up on them.
Already said I was sorry.
Your friend thought it'd be a good idea to replace the land gods with new machines when Gaia recovers.
It wasn't.
The land gods have taken care of our people for generations. They are not some broken toy to be thrown away. Even if they are just machines doing their job, to abandon them in their time of suffering...
I'm sure Varl...
He does now. I had to get pretty mad at him at first.
You know I can hear you guys, right?
You ever play that board game Aaron set up?
Strike? I'm the one who gave... I was hoping it'd distract him enough to spare us that ruckus he calls death metal. No such luck.
You and Varl doing okay? Training, I mean.
We're doing fine. Although I admit it'd be nice to take a small break from stuff. But then who'd look after Erend?
There's always Katalo.
Leave a loud Oseram with a brooding Tenakth. What could go wrong?
What's everyone been up to?
I've been trying to share some of my meals with Beta. Thought it might help her feel more at home. Maybe even get her to sleep up here, and she would not be...
I appreciate...
Patience reaps the best harvest. I'm not giving up hope yet.
Any progress with your plan for the land gods?
It is. Gaia warned me that because the land gods are linked together in a network, the code must be delivered. Most are in Plainsong, but in recent years, 3 of them wandered off. So, T, and Do.
We have to find...
No. We know where they are. So, wandered into a lake and sank. Do ventured into a dangerous canyon, and T broke down amidst a herd of...
Okay. Tell you what. You go to Plainsong, handle all the land gods there. I'll take care of So, T, and Do. I'll need their locations, plus the reboot code.
I'm sending the data. My people made shrines near where each land god faltered. When you see them, you'll... And once again...
We're not gonna let your people... I should get going. Hopefully I can bring back... After that, I'm gonna...
We'll be ready.
What's this I hear about you going west?
Turns out we need one last thing before we can...
Because it would have been too easy.
He's still sifting through loads of data.
Yeah, it's interesting. There's lots of... I thought maybe I could try find... Not much luck there, but I did find out about these holofilms. Like images put together to tell... they were made to look like they were the real... the Oseram-like shows. I bet they pay a lot of...
How are things going around?
Hey, you tell me. Varl's new girlfriend tried to...
So I hear.
I made one about how they, you know, eat grass. How does anyone fight with nothing but tree leaves in their stomach anyway?
From the looks of it.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting her to be that.
Just try not to get hurt. Seems like you're getting a hang of this data thing.
Yeah, it's been helpful. When I could make sense of anything. I did find the old ones enjoyed a good brew like the rest of us. Only they let machines serve the stuff in bars. They even let the damn things cut you off before you saw the underside of a table. And that's half the fun. Now, you won't see me letting a robot serve me a pitcher anytime soon.
It sounds like you're getting used to...
Well, I can hit machines in their weak points. I guess that's... I wish all the other data was as easy to deal with. Now, to be honest, it's hard to understand half of what's on there. And then the other half reminds me, this isn't a fight you can... Which is... But hey, that just means I gotta study harder.
Just give it time. You've been looking at any...
I asked Gaia to find me something to look at a while back, and she found the mother of all... They called it sports. Turns out the old ones spent a lot of time tackling and punching each other for points in one game or another. Are you mixing some solid food and fresh ale? I bet half the claim will be lining up to watch.
What else have you been studying with your...
Yeah, I've been looking into this Vegas place you found. Gaia showed us everything that happened when you went to get that Poseidon thing. I mean, this Merlin guy seems pretty smart. Though, risking the Tanakh clan lands for a light show is a bold move.
His crew knows how to handle themselves.
Right.
You should know. Sylens is involved with the Sons of Prometheus. He's the one who gave them the override tech to begin with.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
At least we know we're good at wrecking those.
Damn straight.
Do I smell?
I brought some over from Chains. With everything that's been going on, I thought we could... Besides, there is nothing that brings... That's what my sister always said, anyways. You're more than welcome to have some.
Maybe another time. Anything happen?
Zoe asked us to help her bring... Not for eating. If you ask me, places... metal might be nothing wrong with that. Who needs a bunch of
How are things with Kotallo?
Oh, she thinks she's funny. Actually, I asked if it'd be interested in playing a game of Strike. I had to fill in most of the conversation myself, but I'm still alive.
Glad to hear it. I need to get going.
I think I know the answer, but... Gaia mentioned this other tribe you found? The Quen?
I can handle them. In the meantime, Varl will help you get ready.
Take care of yourself.
Aloy, you're here. Did you meet with the Quen already?
Not yet.
After all the trouble you went through getting those sub-functions, seems unfair you have to deal with these Quen on your own too.
It's safer this way. They think I'm Sobek, or something like that. They won't hurt me, but I doubt they'll be so kind to anyone else.
If you say so. Let me know if you need anything before you go.
You better not be slacking off on your studies while I'm gone.
And risk Zoe coming after me? I value my life. In fact, I've been reading about Ted Faro. How he destroyed the world and crawled into a hole after killing those who saved it.
He definitely was a piece of work. So, you should have known better than to suggest Hephaestus make new land gods to replace the old ones in Plainsong.
The last thing I wanted to do was dismiss their traditions. But I was trying to look at things differently. More like you know? To see a machine as just a machine.
Yeah, I guess I led you into trouble there, didn't I?
Not your fault. Don't worry.
Looks like things between you and Zoe are better now.
I suffered through a few hours of glaring silence. Then she seemed to move on. Sort of. How do people do this? How do I know if the next thing I say won't blow up in my face? What if an apology is not enough next time?
You give her a stuffed animal?
You're the worst. You know that?
What makes you think I know anything about any of this? You're on your own.
Abandoning me again, huh? Well, if she kills me next time, it's on you.
Well, Beta and Gaia built the rig. Can you get everyone ready for the mission ahead?
Of course.
What is it?
Nothing. It's just that we'll get Gaia, and no more zeniths, no more derangement. I welcome it. I wonder how the Nora will react.
Let's just focus on...
You're right.
If I get Omega clearance, and then we might finally have the advantage of...
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a bunch.
Better them than us. I'll be in touch.
We'll be ready.
Good. Can't let the cold distract me.
Hey, Aloy. It's a long way to the coast. If you need to resupply en route, I suggest stopping in Falls Edge. It's a lowland clan village southwest of the Grove, in the heart of the jungle.
Got it. Thanks for the advice. The garden. What Zoe's doing, I'll bet.
Aloy of the Nora. I've been told you fought at the Grove and saved many from Regala's machines. Our blood debt to you grows.
I just wish there didn't need to be fighting at all.
You and me both. So, what brings you here?
Just checking up on Arrowhand.
Draka's death didn't go over well, but Yara has been true to her word. Water rations have flowed steadily in. I'll keep watch here until someone emerges to take Draka's place.
Looks like it's in good hands then. I should get going.
May the Ten guide your way.
Only drawn
This
blades
writing.
can end this rebellion.
It's... Korja. I think it was left behind by Marshal Fashov.
Outlander.
All blades against Regal.
Outlander. Are you in need of supplies?
See? You were right to come to me.
We share the same house.
champion. Sit, please.
If you walk by, you'll miss out on a good trade. Honorable paint, that.
caravan of Oseram made camp in the still sands south of here. We've tolerated them so far. But their leader's a greedy profiteer, and he's bringing in all kinds of supplies from no man's land. They'd better hope our commander doesn't decide to supply them with a swift death instead.
I'm sure there's more important things on your commander's mind. Maybe I should check up on Torgif and his crew. See what they're up to.
I've got nothing to report. Stay alert, Cole. Wonder what a merchant would trade for this.
Shovel,
Have
check.
I got news for you, Red?
Check. Best kit? Check.
Everything okay there, Porgif?
Ah, my steel flame friend, behold.
Oh, your lockbox. The one I found in the tunnel.
Just the one. It was bequeathed to me when my dear ma passed. Never could get the damn thing open, but the lock must have broken off when the Rockbreaker attacked. Haven't seen its contents at long last. I want Martha to have it. My sister. She could use it more than me.
Hold on. If it was given to you, why couldn't you get it open?
I lost the key. You know how it is with small objects, big hands. Not that you know how it is exactly. I mean, your hands are dainty, of course. No, not dainty. Well forged. That's it.
Porgif.
All right, I stole the box. It was supposed to go to Martha, but I just wanted something of my ma's to remember her by.
So the box rightfully belongs to your sister, and now you want to return it. What was inside that made you change your mind?
Nothing. I just thought she'd want it back. She and my ma were close. Me, well, guess you could say I was always the stray spark.
All right, Porgif. Sounds like you want me to give this box to your sister. Where is she?
That is a good question. I know she was working in Chainscrape last.
Huh. I have a friend there. I can ask her.
Ha-ha! Well forged and well connected.
If I'm in the area, I will try to find your sister. At least to hear her side of the story.
Okay. Well, if you see Martha, tell her I still remember the flying keg.
I bet Petra would know where I can find Martha. I should pay her a visit the next time I'm in
Got
Chainscrape.
something you'll want to hear, Red. If you're thinking of going south where Moreland's boys hang out, better think again. Two sisters dropped by on their way there. One of them almost made the whole damn camp explode.
I'm sure she didn't mean to. I hope. Sounds like Della and Boomer were here. And they went on to Las Vegas.
I'll be here when
Maybe
you
I should
change
check
your
in on
mind.
them. See how they're doing.
Hearing about people riding machines around here. Not sure what they want or where they came from. Eyes up here, brother!
Shot could do a lot of damage. now.
An improved, amazing, elevating orb. Oh, see the world from spectac.
I see you have a new orb ready to go.
Yes, yes, as promised. It's a veteran of new. All successes.
No issues at all?
A complete top to bottom with an eye toward the ultimate and a stronger tether. 2 this time, you know, in case one breaks.
Smart.
And safe. Peace of mind is included. And descent. I get word got a rare. Having you go up with me.
Maybe later.
Oh.
You go out there, you're dead.
Well, that's on me.
I'm telling you, don't throw good shards after bad.
Ah, Red. Just who I need.
You know her? Great. Then tell her that going out there is a bad bet.
Well, you tell him he better crank out what he knows before I...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down, Della. What's going on?
It's my sister, Boomer. She ran off into the... I told her we'd discuss it in the morning after we both had... But when I woke up, and Spectacle's over here, but he refuses to...
You can't go... You'll get lost. And if thirst doesn't kill you, the Vanishing Dread will. You know what happened to the Delvers who went out? No, you don't. No one does.
Well, what about my...
Maybe she's a...
I'm asking you...
What's the Vanishing Dread?
That's what Stemmer calls the machine that stalks us. Sometimes you'll see it in the distance. A stationary blur. It'll stay like that for... And then the next time you look, gone.
But what kind of machine?
Don't know. No one's ever... A few of those Delvers went out there once, but I don't care what it is. It's not...
The argument you had with Boomer?
Well, it started out as the same old spark and boom. I found her tinkering with one of my prototypes, trying to add explosives, as usual. And when she nearly burned the whole place down, she just looked at me and shrugged. Then we got into this whole scorched out mess about, I'm out here. Why, for the love of the Forge, she has to...
And what did Boomer say?
Well, that's the thing. She didn't... She just sat there, ignoring me. Even when I went to bed. And then, when I woke up in the morning... But knowing her... She's gonna get in some... And that's why I need...
If Boomer's lost in the desert, I might be able to find her.
I'm coming with you.
But you'll die.
Where did you last...
I suppose if you're with her, the odds of survival... I thought I saw her heading towards the metal arches.
Then that's where we'll start.
Let's go.